Justin Nankya, a former inmate in the condemned section of Luzira Women's Prison, lives in Kaswa Bukoma village, about 7 miles from Chabakuza Trading Center in Mlengo district. We found her in her retail shop located in the 2-roomed house she now calls home. Before she was arrested in 1994 for armed robbery, Nankya was a trader in Natete, Kampala.
I used to live with my brother, Deus Buye, but he fell ill and passed away in 1992.
She was then introduced to the passion fruit business. This, however, required her to travel to Kasese district to purchase them and bring them to Kampala markets for sale.
My friend took me to Kasese, where we bought the passion fruits and loaded them into a pickup truck. I saw a chance to make profit. We were buying a sack for 25,000 shillings and selling it for 60,000 shillings at Nakasero market. But in the end, I was wrongfully jailed for no reason.
On the fateful day, she and a friend traveled to Kasese to buy the passion fruits. They decided to travel back in a taxi at night because she had left her young nephew with a maid.
It was around 5 p.m. when I told them I needed to return to Kampala because I had left my late brother's 1-year-old child at home.
By coincidence, her cousin, Lieutenant Joseph Walubiri, had also boarded the same taxi and was seated in the front seat.
When we boarded the taxi, there were only 2 spaces left. As soon as we sat down, the taxi took off.
Nankya did not know that her cousin was part of an armed gang. Strangely, he kept urging her to get off the taxi, but she insisted that she had to get back to the city.
He suggested that when we reach Chabakuza, I should get off and go to the village. But I was puzzled by his sudden suggestion. He had told me about their mission. I would have voluntarily jumped off the taxi.
As the taxi approached Namagoma in Wakiso district, an elderly man called out to the conductor, saying he had reached his destination. When the taxi stopped, Nankya's cousin and another passenger pulled out pistols and ordered all the passengers to alight the taxi.
I had bought milk and Irish potatoes in Nyantonde, but I had to leave everything behind.
After a few minutes, the taxi returned and Nankya and her friend were pulled into it. Her friend tried to jump out, but was injured.
We resisted getting back in because all the passengers had been told to get out, but they forced us back into the taxi and sped off. When we reached Chengera, they turned onto the dusty road. Realizing they were being pursued by the anti-smuggling unit, they drove off into the bush.
The 2 women were dropped off in a bush near Chengera town. Apparently, there were 2 boxes full of dollars on the taxi. An anti-smuggling unit was following the taxi and found the 2 women stranded. They were arrested.
It was already dark. I told my friend not to run. So when the unit personnel arrived, we explained what happened and they asked us to accompany them to Natete police station to record statements.
She spent 2 months in different police stations, protesting her innocence in vain.
I spent 2 months at Chibuye police station, sleeping in the reception area. Eventually, I grew frustrated and demanded my release.
She was charged with armed robbery and taken to Luzira Women's Prison.
I was in Luzira prison from 1992 until 1994 when I was sent to the High Court for trial.
In the second part of this story, we tell her life in prison and how she's living ever since she left prison. I'm Benjamin Jumbe, NTV.